A long time ago, Ark was divided into 7 pieces and Regulus gave one each to 7 gods. 7 gods then created different types of tribes. Among various tribes, 3 different tribes were the strongest: Alasnid, Sylvain, and Hal. Alasnid was created by Procyon, god of honor. One day, tribe Hal allied to Antares, god of fire, and provoked a war using the piece of Ark. Alasnid fought back, but the Ark was too powerful for them. At last, Alasnid stole the piece of Ark Procyon had and used it against the tribe Hal. The war was won by Alasnid, but tragedy began since then. Antares was banished. Procyon lost its voice and language for not managing the Ark. Tribe Hal was killed. Alasnid lost the power of their wings and got a mission to protect the Ark at Algasia for forever. When Alasnid was sent to Algasia, Lauriel was sent there too. He spent his childhood in Algasia and realized why living in Algasia was a punishment. Kids in Algasia do not want freedom anymore. In other words, they don't dream anymore. As he grew up and became the leader of Alasnid, he had a chance to meet Regulus. Everyone, including him, expected to get their wings back, but the result was opposite. After meeting Regulus, Lauriel realized that their tribe was no longer beloved by their god. However, he couldn't tell others about the truth. He couldn't tell others they were nothing but a bird in a cage. From that day, he determined not to believe in gods. With this new belief, he dreamed one goal: freedom of their tribe. He looked for various ways to reach the goal. Eventually, he used the cube, which was the artifact of tribe Hal, to calculate their future. However, he could not believe what he saw. Every simulation he ran led to extinction of their tribe regardless of their effort to atone for their mistake. After simulating over 600 million times, he found one possibility. To make that happen, he knew that 3 accomplishments must be done. First, Nineveh must become the Esther. Simulations without Esther and Nineveh all ended up getting killed by Khazars. That was why Lauriel sent Nineveh to protect Arcadia. Second, Khadam must join the fight. Simulations without Khadam all ended up getting killed by Thaimon. To make Khadam fight for the Chain War, Lauriel promised one thing between him and Khadam. We don't know what he promised, but Khadam led to Chain War to victory. Lastly, revealing the truth. At first, Lauriel tried to tell others about the truth and make them confront against Regulus. However, he couldn't. There was a rule Regulus made to prevent coup d'etat. There was a simulation of him telling the truth to a little kid. For telling the truth, Regulus killed countless people in Algasia, and he knew that he must find a way by himself. At last, the way he found was to sacrifice himself after absorbing the power of Kangel, which was built to monitor Algasia. Absorbing the power was easy, but getting killed was not. Through 600 million simulations inside the cube, the only person who must kill him was Nineveh. Nineveh was the strongest warrior of Alasnid, but many times she failed to kill him because of their relationship. However, Lauriel thought that she will kill him if she has a strong belief. To give her a strong faith, Lauriel decides to take the role of villain. He set up several things in Algasia to show Nineveh that he's on the wrong way. He manipulates the message of God and kills great people who will disturb the whole plan. Diogenes was killed due to the reason. Furthermore, she runs biological experiments to develop a magic scroll that can bring back the power of their wings. He finally creates the scroll, but many civilians got sacrificed. Watching him, Nineveh decides to find out what he's doing. On her way, Diogenes tells her that Lauriel is doing something dangerous. To know the truth, Nineveh follows Lauriel and meets them at the cube. She argues with him, but Lauriel attacks Nineveh. Nineveh falls inside the cube, and the adventurer follows. Inside the cube, the adventurer cures her with the scroll Lauriel gave before. After watching simulations of Lauriel, they come back and head to Kangel. When they arrive, They already absorbed the power of Kangel and became the villain. Fighting the boss, eventually destroys the source of his power and weakens him. At the very last moment, Nineveh firmly decides to shoot him with her Parkness. Lauriel falls and Kangel begins to crumble as the source got destroyed. When Kangel falls to the ground, continents of Arcadia are doomed. To protect Arcadia, people try to stop Kangel from falling. At that moment, a bird with gold aura flies over. The bird was Procyon, the father of Lasnik. Procyon rewinds time of Kangel to save the tribe he created. Procyon must refuse the command of Hercules to save Lasnik, but his choice was to save ones he created. Soon, everything comes back to normal. Carmine adds that father and son did the same job, meaning that both Procyon and Lauriel sacrificed themselves to save ones they love. At the end, Lauriel closes his eyes with a smile.